I will give one incident. This is all of you who have assembled here, all of you. Remember this incident. 1979, SLV-3 satellite launch vehicle, I was the project director, mission director. My mission is to put the satellite in the orbit. Thousands of people worked nearly 10 years. I reached the Sriharikota and it's in the launch pad. Countdown was going on. T-minus 4 minutes, T-minus 5 minutes, T-minus 1 minute, T-minus 40 seconds. Computer put a hold, don't launch it. Computer says don't launch it. I am the mission director, I have to take decision. Everything is on. Behind me there are 6 experts. They saw computer database coming in and screen, and they see the pictures in the screen. They said there's a problem. The problem is there's a leakage in a system, in the control system. But immediately calculation, no problem. We have got sufficient fuel and oxidation for control. Control system is controls the rocket to the required attitude. And we can go ahead. Now, of course, my expert's view, but I took the decision. Problem is mine. Finally, I took a decision. I bypassed the computer, I launched the system. Okay, I launched the system. This fellow went. First stage worked is a 4-stage rocket, and second stage got mad. It went to spin. Instead of putting the satellite in the orbit, it put in the Bay of Bengal. 1979, it was a failure. It was a failure. First time I experienced my failure. How do you manage the failure? Success I can manage. So at that time, a great man, a great leader, Professor Satish Dhawan, he comes to me, I'm very tired working nearly for months. He wakes me up, come, let us go for a press conference. Press is meeting there, like this, number of people, world press, with photos, this and that, all the gadgets, they are there. I was really frightened, I will be the culprit. Because I'm the project director, mission director. What Satish Dhawan said, chairman, Indian Space Research Organization, said, dear friends, we have failed today. It's the first time I have to give all the success. All the failure is, I want to support my technologists and scientists and staff so that next year they succeed. So he took the whole blame himself. And then media asked, you put Bay of Bengal so many crores, you have put it. Like that, a lot of criticism. He received the criticism. He assured them in a year we will succeed with our team. It's a very good team. Next year, here only interesting happened. Next year, July 18th, 1980, when he succeeded, Professor Dhawan said, you go and conduct the press conference. Do you follow what this means? It means when the failure occurred, the leader took it up. When the success came, he gives to his team. You should stand for a culture of excellence. The excellence not by accident. It is a process where an individual continuously strives to better oneself. The performance standards are set by themselves. They work on their dreams with focus and are prepared to take calculated risk and do not get deterred by failures as they move towards their dreams. Then they step up their dreams as they tend to reach the original targets. They strive to work to their potential. In the process, they increase their performance, thereby multiplying further their potential. This is an unending life cycle phenomena, culture of excellence. They are not in competition with anyone else but themselves. That is a culture of excellence. I am sure each one of you will aspire to become a unique with culture of excellence. So there was a great Indian scientist. He was traveling from London, 1930s, by ship to Calcutta. When he reached the Calcutta, it was the evening, around 6 o'clock, the sun was setting. At that time, you looked at the sky, it was blue, and sea was blue. The horizon was blue and sea water was blue. He asked a question, why sea is blue? Why horizon is blue, sky is blue? Of course, he has to work for 2 years. Hard work in Calcutta. Then he got a Nobel Prize for that because it was a backscattering of light. Can you think of a person? Sir C.V. Raman got the Nobel Prize for backscattering of the light. Now, we have this city, very close to this city, created a very famous mathematician. At that time, as a British India, and the British India could not locate him because he failed in 10 plus 1, 10 plus 2 in those studies, equivalent, intermediate, in every subject except mathematics. He could not further go for higher education. But his education something beyond, his brain, a genius, he was a genius. And somebody, a British fellow, located this genius in port officer in Madras, and his paper had been sent to Royal Society, and Professor Hardy saw that his paper, then he invited him, he became one of the greatest mathematicians of that century. So this is Srinivasa Ramanujan. So friends, there is another lady, one great lady. She is the only lady she got 2 Nobel Prizes. One for radium discovery, another for physics of material. This lady is Madame Curie, and she lived for radiation. She sacrificed life for radiation because radiation therapy, she tried on that. And so friends, all these people, see 8 names I have given you. All these 8 names, when I tell the event what they have said, what they have done, immediately when I say that the name of the person, you can relate the immediate action. Every one of you. Thomas Alva Edison, immediately you said bulb and electricity. Alexander Graham Bell, telephone. Immediately you said telephone. Telephone, I said Alexander Graham Bell. Backscattering light, immediately you said Sir C.V. Raman. Radium, immediately you can say Madame Curie. So all these people, they are unique people, is it not? Because they are unique, you are remembering. So far, we have studied those who walked into unexplored paths and strive to be a unique and are remembered for their contribution to the humankind. And remember, dear young friends, inventions and discoveries have emanated from creative minds that have been constantly working and imagining the outcome in the mind. With imaging and constant effort, all the forces of the universe work for that inspired mind, thereby leading to invention discoveries. I learned, carefully hear me what I am saying, I learned, what did I learn from the youth of 11 million people? I learned every youth wants to be unique. Every youth wants to be unique. That is you. Every youth wants to be unique, that is you. But the world around you is doing its best day and night to make you just everybody else. Now, the question is whether you want to be you or everybody else. You want to be you? Not everybody else. Now, if the question being like everybody else is convenient at the first glance, but not satisfying in the long vision. The challenge, therefore, my young friends, is that you have to fight the hardest battle. You have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is the unique you. To get the unique you, it's a big battle. The battle means you don't need to take a gun. The battle means you have to have 4 unique things. 4 unique tools you must have in that battle. One is you have to set the goal. The second one is acquire the knowledge continuously. And third one, it's a hard work with the devotion. And fourth is perseverance. These are the tools you have to, for the battle you have to wage. As we say in India, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is an order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world.
Mr. President Abdul Kalam, in the name of the European Parliament, I want to thank you for this important and inspiring speech. This was one of the most extraordinary speeches we have ever heard. From a statesman, scientist and poet, this is unique. All the best to this great nation, India. All the best to our cooperation between the great nation, India, and the European Union. All the best, Mr. President.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'd love to know which of the points resonated most with you. What are you going to change in your life or your business as a result of watching this video? Leave it in the comments below and I will join in the discussion. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out to Evan Sargent. I love your name, Evan, by the way. Evan, thank you so much for buying a copy of my book. It really means a lot to me. For those of you watching, you want a chance at a shout out in a future video, make sure to pick up a copy of the book and email in your receipts so we can keep track. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to believe, or whatever your one word is, and I'll see you soon.